In early 2017, I saw a video that made me quit my job and fully dedicate my life to arts. This video was a recording of a conference where 9 of the leading AI experts discussed the possibility of an artificial superintelligence. What the heck is that? An artificial superintelligence, or super AI, is basically a software, it looks like this, and which is so powerful that it can fulfill any task better and quicker than any human, any task. If we really created such a super AI, and this is what some of those experts were contributing to, it would be an unbelievably powerful tool. We could solve mankind's most urgent problems, from saving the climate to ending hunger and war. Amazing, right? So what are we waiting for? Why don't we create such a super AI as fast as we can? There's only one problem in the way: bad actors. Oh no, you actually look quite nice. But I mean, you know, these people that are just waiting somewhere with bad intentions to do bad things and misuse its powerful tools. And so if we ever wanted to use such a super AI, we would need to make 100% sure that it cannot be misused by bad actors. But according to one expert, there is no technical way to secure this. The only way to do this, the only thing that this expert came up with, is that somehow we would need to make it unthinkable. We would literally make it unthinkable that people come up with bad ideas in the first place. Then this statement really changed my mind, because I would have expected the expert to come up with asking for harder laws, stricter punishment, and stuff like this. But instead, he surprised me with something which, to my mind, was so incredibly naive, but also cute. Just the pure belief that people can be good, the belief in the goodwill of humans, that there is a possibility, if we just agree on being cool, we can all be cool. And so, and the fun fact is, if we all believed this, like everyone on this planet, from now on it would be true, because there would be nobody left to have bad ideas. This is the story. So, but instead, people keep believing that there are bad actors everywhere, in faraway countries, even in our countries, maybe even on the seat next to you. Who knows? In this talk, I want to reassure us that this bad actor theory, how I would call it, must be as wrong as it is widespread. We know most people are not as bad as we think. And I mean, just take a look to the left and right. Don't you see some damn cool humans here in this room? I mean, here in this room, would it be hard to believe that in the end, all humans on this planet can be very cool and treat each other very nicely? So what if the whole world simply refused this bad actor theory? What if we instead assumed a good actor theory? Which impact could this have on our world? Which impact could this have on us here in this room? This is the story of the Republic of Užupis. But before I start, let me see your hands, please. Who does not know where Užupis is? Please raise your hands. Woo! Okay. By the way, this is also the way we greet each other in Užupis. We hold up our open hand and we say Už. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, Už. Great. First start. So what is Užupis? Užupis is first of all the name of a district in Vilnius, the capital of the Baltic state of Lithuania. After breakdown of Soviet Union, this district was completely abandoned. And the remaining citizens were threatened by poverty and violence. Nobody wanted to live there until the arts university opened nearby and the new students came there, and there was no other place they could afford. They neither wanted to live there, but they had to live there. And the students started settling there, and just like everyone else, they started suffering there. Poverty, murder, and violence continued until one day, one of the artists woke up and urged to his friends to tell about the dream he just had. He said, "Guys, you won't believe. I dreamed I was the president of Užupis. And Užupis was its own republic, governed by love, humor, and paradox. And in this dream, because of this, people would stop kill each other, and instead they would start singing and dancing in the streets. And the friends said, wow, this is the biggest bullshit we ever heard. But if you become president, we want to be ministers at least. The president agreed, the government was formed. So now they had to communicate their idea to the people. They had to explain to the drunks, murderers, what their artist republic was all about. So they started to make public events. They first raised the Užupis flag, which shows a hand with a hole inside. And there are countless interpretations what this symbol means. My favorite one is this. Many problems in this world start with people being too greedy for money. A hole in the hand would cure this problem because all the money they grabbed for would fall right through. Life could be so simple. So the officials of Užupis went on organizing public events. They made a parade for a giant mouse trap. They made something with a huge egg. They put that egg on some giant monument, and this egg hatched an angel, whatever. And in the end, it really didn't matter what they celebrated. The only thing that mattered is that they brought the people together again, and not just in a geographic sense, they also on a social, on a cultural, even on a spiritual level. And because these founders of Užupis, they had this vision of how they could live together. And this vision is best explained in the constitution that I'm missing here on stage. I cannot say otherwise, it's really a lovely constitution because first of all, it contains the word love, which is a big thing. There's the Article 6, everyone has the right to love. And I mean, this might sound trivial, but in the end, like, isn't love the basis of any society? Shouldn't it be mentioned in any constitution? Yeah. But I'm really sorry, I checked many constitutions. It's hard to find amore in other constitutions. So, furthermore, our constitution, it even grants rights to nature. It grants the river of Užupis the right to flow by anyone, no need to stop for no one. It grants a dog the right to be a dog. We expect a little bit more from cats, but that's a different thing. But the most important thing about our constitution, it's paradox. It even invites you to ignore it. There's literally a right that gives you the right to forget about all your duties, including caring for the rights. There's a right that gives you the right to have no rights at all. Punishment is not even mentioned in this constitution because you cannot act unlawful in such a paradox system. So this, my dear audience, is the Republic of Užupis. Basically, a self-declared anarchy, a powerless anarchy, self-declared by a dictatorial regime with a constitution that contradicts itself. Sounds promising, right? So 25 years later, Užupis is still alive. Much more than this. Užupis is now the most popular residential area of the Baltics. We are home to 7,000 people, including 1,000 artists. We host the oldest arts incubator and the first crypto art gallery of the Baltics. And we have 500 honorary citizens and ambassadors worldwide, including His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. And in 2019, even Pope Francis blessed our constitution when we made a Latin version for him. But the most wonderful thing, yeah. But maybe even more wonderful is that the president's dream came true. All along the Street of Death, I forgot to tell this, the main street in Užupis was called Street of Death, and this was not a joke, but all along this Street of Death, the people started singing and dancing again, finally. How is this possible? How could these few artists save their whole neighborhood with their arty-farty nonsense? Maybe it was pure chance, but I believe it was the spirit of Užupis, which is manifested in the constitution. I know from a legal view, our constitution is a complete joke. It gives you no certainty about whatsoever, but it gives you something else. It gives you an idea what the Užupis way looks like, and an idea of how we want to live together. Most other national laws, so many articles and permissions and stuff. They are so tightly woven that it's really hard to find the intention behind these laws. But our constitution, in contrast, it gives you the right to be happy, it gives you the right to be unhappy, even including the right not to celebrate your birthday. And such rather poetic laws, they really allow you to imagine what the constitution as a whole aims for. But still, why would this work? I mean, we all know, once you create such a setting where anyone can do anything, we would see the true nature of humans become alive. The bad actors would finally act as bad as they can, and the good actors would become helpless victims of violence. In the Netherlands, they tested this. And with the concept of the shared space for traffic planning. When there was a crossing with too many accidents, they simply removed all the traffic lights, all the signs, all the lines, leaving nothing but nothing. What happened? You would assume this is according to the bad actor theory, this should have ended in a bloodbath with everybody driving as fast as they want. But instead, people slowed down and road safety increased drastically. And the traffic planners assumed before this shared space, the drivers were rather focusing on the traffic lights instead of the other drivers. People were rather caring for the rules instead of caring for other people. And now, after the removal of the rules, people started acting more careful. And all it took for this to work was the traffic planners' belief that the people will be cool and sort things out. That's all. So, okay. I will slowly I'm sorry, I have to read from the teleprompter. Okay, sorry. Okay, I will slowly come to an end by coming back to the beginning, but I still need your help. So, I started this talk by sharing my concerns about the future of artificial intelligence. So, I was especially worried about the negative impact of the bad actor theory. And I want to clarify, I'm not afraid of a super AI yet. But I'm afraid how we, as a global family, use this wonderful technology of artificial intelligence. I think probably because of the bad actor theory, I see far too much funding money going to projects that try to identify and shoot at objects. This is a huge waste of money and talent and everything. I think in Užupis we would do, this technology could do so beautiful things. In Užupis we would probably use it to finally talk to cats or dogs or maybe to our river, whatever. And the Republic of Užupis already started several approaches to translate our spirit into the very impactful domain of artificial intelligence. For example, we might actually be the first country to have artificial intelligence mentioned in our constitution. And our article goes like this: any artificial intelligence has the right to believe in the goodwill of humanity. But this belief in the goodwill of humanity, this was a total subversion of the ethical debate back then, an ethical debate which was heavily impacted by the fear of bad actors and this almost paranoid belief that there are bad actors waiting that want to harm us. And this belief is sometimes so strong that it turns into a self-fulfilling prophecy. And this needs to stop. And we will stop this now with your help. All right, so all I'm asking you to do is answer questions by raising your arms. You don't need to do anything else, I promise. So with your help, we will show the whole world how easy it is to believe in a goodwill, in a good actor theory, and in the goodwill of people. And maybe this will even turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy today. So, you remember what this handful of people did in Užupis, and we are 1,000 here in this room. Right, so let's go. First question. If you could imagine that a bad actor's theory is wrong, please raise one arm. Yes? Please, yeah, thank you. Some more, I see some more, great. And please keep them up. Please keep them up for a second. Yeah, please keep them up. Thank you. Second question. If you could, in contrast, agree that a good actor theory might be true, that in the end, everyone in the world should have at least the potential to be nice to other humans, please also raise your other arm. Great, and leave it up for 1 second. Great. And now each and every one of you has the hands of a very friendly, nice person next to your hands. So please just grab these hands just for 1 second. Please just, for the sake of world peace, please hold hands for a second. Wonderful. And now, would it be asking too much to give each other just a little kiss on piccolo baci?